Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. In this video I have something to show you what I never saw in my life and you probably didn't see either. And I'm able to show it to you as a courtesy, my landlord, the shop which is behind this wall. So the story goes, yesterday they get a vehicle. It's an old Buick. They get a vehicle for the brake inspection. The person says that they can hear the metal on metal scraping and they request the brake inspection. So they take apart the suspected wheels. I don't know if it was front, most likely. Yeah, it looks like a front rotor. They take it apart and then find this. There was absolute metal on metal grinding. And this is the rotor, the brake rotor, out of Buick, where the owner kept driving for a long time after the sound was coming. I think the most important part is this. This is how it's supposed to look. There should be, if we call it 6, 7, 8 millimeters on both sides. But look at this. That person basically took all that metal off, refusing to bring the vehicle sooner and remove all that metal which is here on that brake rotor. It's completely grinded off, so certain parts are so thin they started falling out. You just heard that. These are the pieces. This is absolutely unbelievable. I never saw that in my life. That person had to keep driving for a long time after that metal on metal started. This didn't happen in 2 miles, let's say, correct? So the damage to the brake system was pretty big. But they said, hey, they called a guy, and they said, hey, we can fix it, no problem. It will cost this money. Both sides, both front rotors and brakes, everything will be replaced. Now, it didn't stop by there, guys. That guy, that owner, is a special person, apparently. This owner brought a car and left it in the parking lot for the brake inspection. And as they were moving the vehicle into the shop, immediately after startup, they realized that the engine is making a lot of noise. A lot of rattling, scraping, uneven running noise. Again, that owner said, well, I'm not aware of any problems. And he said, yeah, but I didn't do the engine oil change for a long time. You know what? I approve when you will be doing inspection of the brakes. I approve also the engine oil change. So they put it on the rack. They went under to do the engine oil change. They undo the plug from the oil pan. And literally nothing came out of the engine oil pan. Nothing. There was not thick goo of the oil. They say, and I believe them, nothing came out. So they closed it, changed the oil filter, filled the engine up correctly, level with the brand new oil, started up. By some miracle, they say the engine was immediately quiet and running nice and smooth. And after they replaced the brakes, the guy, the customer, the same day, drove away happily in the sunset. Can you believe this? Honestly, I never saw anything like that. He was going to throw it in the metal bin. I said, oh, wait. I need to show this to my subscribers because this is absolutely unreal. I bet you guys didn't see this either before. And not only we saw that brake which came out of this shop, they decided to give us all kinds of goodies. It's related to this vehicle. So it's a Chevy Traverse LT, and the story goes that the gentleman who owns the truck, Chevy truck, the truck broke and he needed to go hunting. So he went hunting, he didn't hesitate to go hunting, and this is what happened. This is when you go hunting in the areas which you are familiar with, but you forget you are not in your four-wheel drive truck, high truck, and you start hitting the rocks. So you can see perfectly. I said here in the shop, the good news is the pickup tube wasn't plugged with a sludge. So always look at the bright side of the life. There's still oil dripping, but you can see the hits. This is the rock right here hitting. It pushed this little subframe up, but most importantly, when he hit the rocks, he just completely blew through this oil pan. So it came on the toe, and so far it's a brand new discovery, and they will be trying to see if it will even rotate or if it's seized and so on. So I think this shop should start making those videos which are called Just Rolled In, and it's full of these funny stories. Half an hour later, the owner of the shop stopped by and he said, even with our largest 5-foot breaker bar, we cannot move that engine one little piece. It's completely seized because of the lack of the engine oil. It's seized, it cannot be rotated, and it's done. But since we are talking stories, let's go back to this awesome 97 4Runner which is behind me. There's another story coming from that vehicle. The owner loves this truck, put 3-inch lift and some gorgeous TRD rims, wheels, tires. Well, guess what? He just went to the Walmart. And if you have something nice, don't go to the Walmart. He's coming back to the vehicle, and there is a concerned citizen who's telling him, hey, I just saved your center caps. There was the zombie junkie which are living in the bushes around that place, was trying to pry it out, the center cap. I had to chase him away. So looking at this one, it's supposed to be nice and flush. Just comparing the other ones, yes, this is cool. So it doesn't stop them if you have a special lug nuts, and even here the lock nuts doesn't stop them. They will try to take something. Did you guys see this skid plate? It's the biggest heavy duty skid plate. I think it weighs like 55 pounds. Do you hear that? It's so thick. When I was doing all changes on this, I barely could lower it. It's for a friend, he was helping me with it. Now I have the transmission jack in the background. So he's coming back to his vehicle, and the zombie, the druggie, is trying to rip this off. I wonder if I can remove it for him. I don't want to damage it. And tap it and fix it. But that's another story. If you have nice stuff, don't park your vehicle at the Walmart.